Pengyou is a global community of Americans with first-hand China experience. We believe that Americans with first-hand China experience are the next generation of US-China bridge builders. In 2011, we were asked to create an alumni network for the 100,000 Strong initiative. This initiative was launched to increase the number of Americans coming to China within 4 years. So we developed the concept to become Project Pengyou. And since 2011, we have both online and offline activities. Online, we have a robust network of over 4,000 members, all of whom are China alumni or students interested in coming to China, and over 300 US-China exchange programs facilitating students to come abroad to China. Online, we also have, you'll find jobs, events, a blog, and a forum specifically focused on China-related issues, both going on in the US and in China. And offline, we've started building Project Pengyou campus chapters across the states at universities and high schools. We have over 30 chapters now, and this year we hope to build a chapter in every state by the end of the year. I first came to China in 2009 when I was studying abroad through my university. I went to University at American University in Washington, D.C., and I had studied Chinese for about 2.5 years. And I came to Peking University for a semester thinking I was, pretty knowledgeable in Chinese and I would be fine, could speak fine when I got here. But I found out that when I did get here, I actually knew nothing and proceeded throughout the semester to learn a lot about, not only Chinese language, but Chinese culture. And I had the most amazing 5 months in Beijing. So when I was on the plane back to the US after that semester, I promised myself that I was going to come back after I graduated college. So after I graduated in 2010 from school, I came right back to China and studied more Chinese, and I worked for a small travel startup. And then it wasn't until about 2012 I went to a Project Pengyou event with the journalist Evan Osnos, who was speaking, and I found out more about what Project Pengyou was doing and was really inspired because I felt that the audience that Project Pengyou was reaching was me. I had been an American who had studied in China and had a transformative experience, went back to the States and found that there wasn't really a way to continue engagement with China after I got back. So I've been working at Project Pengyou for the past 2.5 years, and I'm excited to come to work every day because I know that I'm helping more students come to China and have an experience like I had.
My relationship with China started probably when I was a junior in high school. I'd always really loved learning about other cultures, and so I started studying Chinese when it was offered. And it was really interesting, and I think that basically that was the moment I knew I needed to go abroad to actually learn the language well. So in 2011, I studied abroad for 2 semesters at Beijing Foreign Studies University, and basically 1 year wasn't enough. So I came back after I graduated, and I worked for that study abroad program that I had studied with before as IES Abroad Beijing. And being an RA for a year and watching students sort of open their minds to China was really transformative for my own career, because before I had been considering, how do I really make a difference in the US-China sphere? I really love culture, I love learning languages, and I love talking to people. But how do I really make an impact? And I think spending a year as an RA really taught me that you don't have to do something huge. You can do something every day, just have an interaction with someone and give people advice, talk about your own story and share your own experiences, and that really makes a difference. And so when I found Project Pengyou through a friend of mine who had been in the Leadership Fellows program before, I just jumped at the chance, and I started last May, so I'm still fairly new. I think the newest team member, but I'm also really excited to come to work every day, and I love what I do, so. I think there's probably a job or field related to almost anything you would want to do here. You just have to be a little bit willing to work hard in the beginning and also talk to people and really get involved in the city that you're in, and use all the resources you can find. Whether it's education or there's NGOs, businesses, tech companies, startups, nonprofits, pretty much anything you can think of. So yeah, I think there's a lot to be done here. You just need to have a few things. You need to be flexible, you need to be willing to work hard, and you need to have a sense of humor. And you'll survive here.
And a little Chinese can't hurt.
That's true. Very true.
So the easiest way to get involved with Project Pengyou is to join online at projectpengyou.org, and you can build an online profile and check out all of the resources that we have on the site. Also offline, stay tuned for events going on here in Beijing at this courtyard. We have speaker series events throughout the summer, and also if you're back in the States and in a school or high school or university, you can join a Project Pengyou chapter. And if there isn't one yet, you can start one. So start by joining online, projectpengyou.org.